Good morning, everyone. Isn't it nice to be greeted by this beautiful flowering Xanthostemon Yongji plant in the lower Seletar Reservoir Park? NParks has done a great job by planting quite a lot of these beautiful Xanthostemon trees in this park, and when they are in bloom, they look very pretty. Look at that! Wow! And then after the flowering stage, they turn into fruits. Okay, these are just the buds that are just coming up. Walking along the park connector, you can come across a lot of these Xanthostemon trees in Lower Seletar Reservoir. Lower Seletar Reservoir Park is a very delightful park because it's got this beautiful reservoir that stretches for as far as your eyes can see. And has got a lot of nice plants that has been planted in this park here. And on a bright sunny day, those who are afraid of sunlight can actually walk in the shade of this MRT track, and it's quite cool. It's a nice thing to do. Continuing on Lower Seletar Reservoir Park, we are coming into this rather shady area with on a weekend you see lots of people gathering around here, particularly the helpers who will come out here and spend their off days, chatting and eating. So the old bridge that crosses over this a canal that comes from the housing estate joining into the reservoir, and they have rightfully filtered this water to prevent the garbage from getting into the reservoir. And regularly you see the workers coming to clean out this garbage here. Well, now this is a recent addition to the Lower Seletar Reservoir Park, which I'm going to take a look. This is the Allotment Gardens, which is organized by the NParks for people who would like to do gardening but do not have the facilities in where they lived, probably in the HDB heartlands. So they have built these structures with soil in there, and you can just rent one of these over a 3-year period for a very nominal sum, and then you plant whatever you want to plant. You always dream of planting. Let's take a look and see what these people have planted. This guy has planted vegetables, and he has these plastic bottles which will automatically water the plants. And this guy has got this Madagascar periwinkle and some lime, aloe vera, and this is the lady's finger, okra. Now this guy has successfully planted brinjals, as you can see. Brinjals are already growing, yeah, very nice. And some kangkong and a chili plant here, yeah. He can't quite make up his mind, so he's planting a lot of things here. And these are probably some cucurbit gourds that will probably climb up this trellis that he has built. Interesting. This person has planted a banana, probably a dwarf banana, but it will probably grow quite big over this small plot of land. Yeah, and then you have here, the okra again. This person has planted some creepers, which are probably some beans, broad beans or French beans. This guy has planted roselle. Roselle is one of those crimson colored fruits. Yep, and some ginger too. Well, this guy hasn't quite decided what he wants to plant yet, but meanwhile, he's got a very healthy sweet basil plant here, and a lime tree here, as well as a okra at the back there, which is very healthy too. There is a tap here that provides water for the owners of these plots to water their plants. And this guy has got pineapple, pandan, aloe vera, chili, quite a mixture. And his neighbor single-mindedly planted potato leaves, which would be very nice to eat when it's fried with sambal. Look at that, it's growing pretty well, very healthy. Here you see some long beans which are on the way to being unhealthy and probably will die. The leaves have all turned yellow and has serai, which is the lemongrass, potato leaves, and some herbs. Okay, and this rather unhealthy papaya, which probably will die shortly. Now this is interesting. He's got labels for all the plants that he has planted. Yeah, okay. The Thai basil, tomatoes, asparagus. Quite interesting. And there's a little notice here to water the plant. This person has planted a rather big papaya plant here, which is not very healthy as well. But the others seem to be growing quite okay. The owner of this plot has got some plans to grow something, but he has not done anything yet. He's put up some very nice shades to protect the plants, but there aren't anything there yet. Probably the seeds are there and being germinated. An interesting germination tray where you got dill, you got bai chai. Yeah. Now this one is pretty well organized. Look at the trellis. It's made a nice trellis for these creepers to go up. And these are probably some gourds, a cucumber or cucumber. Oh yeah, it's cucumber. A cucumber for it to climb up the trellis. So, well, it's got a lot of plots here, and it's rather interesting, and it helps people to pass their time away, give them a hobby to keep them occupied. At the same time, they can harvest those vegetables and eat them at home. Okay, the sky has become cloudy and probably will. Oh, now this is interesting. You must take a look at this. This guy has planted a lot of papaya plants here, and this particular one is a curry leaf plant, or Muraya kojini, and this is actually a very big tree. It eventually grows into a huge tree, and I don't know how he's going to manage. So, and then he's got this water jambu, which is again a very big tree. So you have a few big trees in this small little allotment plot. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and he's got even a dwarf banana here. And guava here. Oh my goodness. This guy is quite undecided what to do with this plot, and just plunk everything in there. Alright. Yeah, as I was saying, the sky has suddenly turned rather dark and probably going to pour. So I'm going to make my way back now. Okay, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.